Hello and welcome to day number 93. My name is Mary and today's story is The Ark Is Captured. While old Eli was still the judge, the Philistines attacked Israel from the plain beside the sea. A battle was fought, and many of the Israelites were slain. Then the chiefs of the people said, "We have been beaten in battle because the Lord was not with us. Let's take the Ark of the Covenant from the tabernacle, and then the Lord will be among us." So they went to Shiloh, and they took the Ark of the Covenant, and the two sons of Eli went with the ark to care for it. When the ark was brought into the camp of the Israelites, all the men gave a great shout, so the earth rang with the sound. The next day there was a great battle. The Philistines overcome the Israelites, killing thousands of them. They killed the two sons of Eli and took the ark of the Lord into their own land. On the day of the battle, Eli, old and blind, was sitting beside the door of the tabernacle, his heart trembling for the ark of the Lord. A man came running from the army with his garments torn and earth on his head as a sign of sorrow. The man came before Eli and said, "I have just come from the army. There has been a great battle. Israel has fled before the Philistines, and many of the people have been killed. Your two sons are dead, and the ark of God has been stolen by the enemy." When the old man heard that the ark of God was taken, he fell backward from his seat and dropped dead too. The Philistines took the ark of God down to Ashdod, one of their chief cities. They set it in the temple of Dagon, their fish-headed idol. The next morning, when they came into the temple, the image of Dagon was lying on its face before the ark of the Lord. They stood the image up again. But on the next morning, not only had Dagon fallen down again, but the hands and head of Dagon had been cut off and were lying on the floor. Besides all this, all the people began to have boils and sores. They saw the hand of the God of Israel in this, and sent the ark to Gath, another of their cities. There, too, the people broke out with boils and sores. They sent the ark to Ekron. But the people of that city said, "We will not have the ark of God among us. Send it back to its own land, or we will all die." Then the rulers of the Philistines decided to send the ark back. They placed it on a wagon drawn by two cows. The cows drew the ark up to the village of Beth Shemesh, where the people were reaping their wheat harvest on the hillsides. They saw the ark and were glad. The men of Beth Shemas, cut up the wagon, made a fire with it, and offered the 2 cows to the Lord. But the man of Beth Shemesh opened the ark and looked into it, which was against God's command. For no one but a priest was allowed to touch the ark. God sent a plague on the people of that place, and many of them died because they did not treat the ark with respect. They were filled with fear. And sent to the men of Kirath Jearim, asking them to take the ark away. They did so, and for 20 years the ark stood in the house of a man named Abinadab in Kirjath-jearim. They did not take the ark back to Shiloh, for after the death of Eli, the place was deserted. The tabernacle fell into ruins, and no man lived there again. And that was the word of the Lord. Now we come to our discussion questions. Number 1, why did the Israelites want to take the Ark of the Covenant into battle? Were they right? How do you know? That was all number 1. I'll read it again. The first part. Why did the Israelites want to take the Ark of the Covenant into battle? The second part of number 1. Were they right? The third part of number 1. How do you know? Number 2. What happened when the Philistines put the ark into their temple? What happened when the Philistines put the ark into their temple? Number 3. What happened to people who did not believe in God when the ark came to their cities? Number 3. What happened to people who did not believe in God when the ark came to their cities? That was the end of our questions as well. Thank you for being there. We'll see you soon again. May God bless us all. Bye.